Hey folks, this is Lazy Hiker. I'm at the Rattlesnake Arches trailhead in the Black Ridge Canyon Wilderness area, which is near Colorado National Monument. You would need to go through the Colorado National Monument to get here, mostly through dirt roads and some four-wheel drive roads. Watch my video on the road to get here to make sure you want to come here. So the trailhead is marked. Here's the trail starting there, goes down, and it's going to be 2.5 miles to the arch, the last arch, and then we'll see if we return back the same way or climb a route up. This trail is for hikers and horses only, so you can see you are here. This sign's kind of high, I can barely reach it. Go down 1/2 mile. There's a viewpoint trail, which I'll go to, and then come back and do the loop. It's not exactly a loop because it goes all the way to the end, and then you have to come back around. But there's supposed to be a way to get from here to here. I don't know if I'm brave enough to try it. We'll see when I get there. Here we are at the First Arch viewpoint. This is the last one you'll come to on the trail. It's also the largest. There's a trail. So you have to make a big loop to get to that, which we'll do here in a minute. Alright, at the 0.5 mile mark, you'll come to the trail going off to the right. That is the trail that goes to the arches. We have a post here. So the trailhead is 0.5 miles. That's how far we've come. The First Arch viewpoint is this way. It's a 1/2 mile there, 1/2 mile back. You see it from the top angle, but if you want to see the whole thing, you'll have to come this way. No marking that says this is the right trail, but it is, I promise. All you have to do is climb down this all the way to the bottom. You can see the trail down there. And then we're going to go around that curve. That's going to be mostly level walking. Unfortunately, we do have to come back up at the end. It's late April, and these purple flowers are blooming everywhere along the trail. And we come down to the bottom here, and path going to the right and to the left. We have a sign here. We're going left. Yeah. So 2.2 miles from here. Which doesn't seem right because I thought it was 2.5 miles total. Oh well, I'll let you know for sure. So once you get down on this lower bench, it's pretty open. There are some trees around, so you could grab some shade if you need. But no water on this trail, and it's going to be pretty warm in the summertime. Well, there's the first arch to see. Not sure the name. There's a big one straight ahead, and then up on the left, just above it, but coming this way a little bit, there's a tiny one, if you can see that. And I'm assuming this is Rattlesnake Canyon. Well, there's a huge steep alcove right there. That other arch was not the first one. This was the first one I saw. So just right down is this one. This one's cool. Got two of them in one shot. The other one's kind of hidden now. Whole wall is pretty even without the arches. Almost missed this one. Now that's a big arch. We're following along this wall, seeing all these arches. Here's one more. And here we are at First Arch. And it was 2 miles from that intersection that said 2.2 miles, so not quite 2.2 miles. So from the trailhead to this point, without taking the First Arch Overlook trail, is 2.7 miles. So 5.4 miles total. Add a mile if you're going to the Overlook. I don't know the best time to come to see this arch, but it's 1 o'clock right now. It looks pretty nice at this time of day. Of course, sunrise or sunset's always better, but I don't know which is better for this one. So at the top where those trees are, top right, is the trail that brings you to the Overlook. So if you can get to that trail, you cut off 2.5 miles of your trip. Almost. Not suggesting you do it, but I'm going to try. Well, I'm breathing hard. I'm almost to the top. Looks like there's another route over there. Might be another way to get up. But it's too late now. As you can see, this is very steep. And everyone recommends that you do not go down, only up. So you still have to walk to that point at the bottom. Little alcove by this big rock in the middle. This looks like it might be the toughest part right here. So I came to the left of that tree, down there, and then up there, and that was the toughest part right there. Right there. So I did make it up through the arch and to the top of the viewpoint. However, I do not recommend it to anyone. It was quite scary at times, and I'd just rather walk back next time. So be safe. Alright folks, I made it back to the trailhead. This trail, if you do the Rattlesnake Arches by itself, is going to be 5.4 miles. If you want to go to the Overlook, that's going to add a mile to your hike. So thanks for watching The Lazy Hiker, and enjoy your hike. There's a fairly large parking area at the trailhead. This is a Sunday morning, so one of our busiest times, I'm sure. A few more spaces over there. Should be able to find a space. If not, you can do what I did and park along the side of the road, walk a little bit.